and the Black Bears. Two-two. That gets past Sable, and taking third is Markey. Didn't get the full 60 feet 6 inches as it hits the dirt right in front of Sable and bounces past him. And now Markey is 90 feet away from the fourth Port Angeles run with nobody out. Infield in now on the grass. 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. Second strikeout of the day for Leach, and a big first out to try and keep Markey at third. Infield stays in on the grass. Oh, pitch swung on and missed on the breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Another breaking ball hits the zone for strike two. Oh, 1 out, 0-2 now for Leach. Bring the infield back if he's able to get the second out. 0-2. That's a piece of it. Fouls it off the pole. What a cool little dong noise as it goes into the on-deck circle where Jeremy Giesick is housed for right now. Third base side for the Lefties here at David Story Field. 0-2. Grounder, and past the dive of Garitano into right field. Runner scores in Markey, and a RBI single for Dom Dominguez, a 4-0 Port Angeles lead. Just sneaks it past Meissner and Garitano into right field, and now a 4-run lead for the Lefties as Jeremy Giesick will step up for his third at-bat. Fielder's choice, reached on in the third and ended up scoring. First pitch from Leach is outside for ball one. We'll have to see how long of a leash that Leach gets. Let's see if Dan Spencer wants to make the change. Maybe after this batter. Face some lefties up next in Joyce and Cooper. So that one's fouled back. Out of play into the stands for strike one. Giesig had a really good season for the Lefties last season. Was the only Lefties All-Star last year and went 4 for 10 in that last 3 games of the season in which Cowlitz swept Port Angeles in the dirt, and good block from Sable. He stops Dominguez from advancing. 2-1 now. Giesig hit .348, 77 hits in 53 games with the Lefties. Now back for his second season. 2-1's high, and it's 3-1. Lefty warming up in the bullpen for the Bears. See if Leach gets taken out for the lefty with 2 lefties in Joyce and Cooper coming up next. 3-1. Grounder off of Leach's glove. Throw on to second for 1. On to first, and not in time. So they get the lead runner and Dom Dominguez, but Giesig reaches on another fielder's choice. And there's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. 2 outs, runner on first in Giesig, and Levi Joyce has had a very good game so far, has driven in 3 runs out of the 4 for the Lefties. Throw back to first, not in time. 1 walk with the bases loaded and a 2 RBI single brought in the first 3 runs of the game. Now a 4-0 lead for Port Angeles. This is a bit low for ball 1. Giesig is 1 for 1 on stolen bags. Doesn't go too much. Well, we also saw Tommy Markey get his first stolen base earlier in the inning, ended up scoring. High and inside for ball 2. We'll see if this is the last batter for Leach, depending on what happens. If he gets out of this inning unscathed. Cooper, Valdivia, Schulman, the next 3 in the lineup, the bottom 3. Runner goes, throw on to second on one hop, and overslides a little bit, but is called safe as Giesig has his second stolen base of the year. Well, it seems that a lot of teams against the Bears are stealing a lot here at David Story Field. Saw a lot of steals last week with the Corvallis Knights. And a Port Angeles team that doesn't steal too many bags. Only 11th in steals in the league. So that one's fouled up and away and out of play to the left side. Only 11th in steals with 25. They already have 2 this inning. Now up to 27. Black Bears are near the bottom in steals. In the bottom of the league. Stole a lot to begin the year, but have kind of stopped as of recent. 2-2. Outside, count runs full, 3-2. Well, 2 lefties out of the next 3 on deck, and wonder how much Dan Spencer's going to let this keep going. 3-2, already 2 strikeouts for Leach, but also 3 walks, all of them coming in the first inning. Payoff. Strike 3 called. Good strikeout for Leach, his 3rd of the day. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. But 1 run comes in for the Lefties, and they lead it 4-0.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Help and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Halfway home here at David Story Field. New pitcher for the Lefties, Cole Acker, finishes his game. 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, no strikeouts. So very weird outing. 4 walks, no strikeouts, but didn't give up a run. So I guess all that matters is the ERA staying or getting lower for Acker. New pitcher Garrett Patterson, as he's in for his 3rd appearance pitching. He's a two-way guy, right-handed pitcher as well as a catcher. His last time pitching, though, was on the 17th against Kelowna. Pitched 4 1/3. Gave up 2 runs on 2 hits. And it looks like Acker, Patterson's ready to go very early. And it's going to be Garitano then the top of the lineup, and Priest and Meissner. First pitch, fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Garitano grounded into a fielder's choice, 6-4, to end the bases loaded 2-out jam for Acker as he is quickly down 0-2. Patterson is moving so quickly, as well as Acker. He's got dinner reservations. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball as that's strike 3. Garitano goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Garrett Patterson. And that is the first out here in the bottom of the fifth. Well, he's back and ready to go. Just like that, he's back on the mound and ready to go. He's from UC San Diego's redshirt freshman year this season. Right down the middle for strike one. What is it? Hitting on Sunday. Went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Went 1 for 4 on Saturday in game 2 of their series against the Night Owls. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball, and it's 0-2. Only pitched .2 innings for the Tritons, though, this season. 2 games, once against the Toreros of San Diego and against UCSB. Over to short. Scoops is Kirk. Throwing to first a bit low. And we'll see what the call is. It looks like he made it. And he did. So an error on the throw for Kirk, as Matt Priest will reach here with 1 out. One out runner on first in Priest and Jack Meissner. No stand in. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, grounded out to second. Back in the third. And he chops one over to first. Valdivia throw to second for 1. On to first, not in time. And get the lead runner at second in Priest, but not able to get Meissner as he's now on first. Trades places with Priest. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll bring up Trenton Rowan. Well, Patterson redshirted last season for the Tritons. Originally from Upland, California, went to Bonita High School. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 1 to Rowan. Line into a double play, flew out to center. 0 for 2 so far today in the 3-hole. Throw back to first is not in time. Hit 305, had a 1.48 ERA, so good on both sides of the ball his senior season at Bonita High School back in 2023. As the breaking ball hits Rowan on the knee, and he'll take first. Well, the Bears have already left 5 on so far today. They've had 2 on in 3 innings, have yet to score a run yet, and Poffenroth already has a single, is the only hit of the day for the Bears, as 4 walks and 2 hit by pitches have allowed for a lot of base runners to reach, even with the 1 hit for the Bears. First pitch from Patterson. Fly ball into deep center field. Going back on it is Markey, back at the wall. It's off the wall. 1 runs in. Meissner will score. Rounding third is Rowan. He will score. Into third is Poffenroth. Double RBI triple for Poffenroth. And it's 4-2. Oh, it looked like the wind just kept on carrying that one as Poffenroth drives in 2. And the Bears finally get a big hit with 2 outs. It's 4-2 as Poff cuts the lead in half with a 2 RBI triple. And now it's Jarrett Sable with Poff on third. As that one hits the zone for strike 1. 4 earned runs now for Patterson. Oh, 1 ripped over to first, and it's going to roll foul. Just misses. Would have scored Poff easily from third. That one was really deep. I don't think I've seen one hit off the back wall so far this season, but Poffenroth gave us some power, and the wind may have pushed it over as well. 0-2. Ripped over to second. Diving stop by Joyce. He bobbles it in. Jared Sable will reach, a run will score. And it's 4-3. Well, the hits are coming now here in the 5th. 3 runs have come in already. Sable's on first now, representing the tying run. Finn Stewart with Sable on first and 2 outs. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Poffenroth, 2 RBI triple. And the single by Sable to bring in Poffenroth. So that one's skied foul. It'll get out of play to the right side. Now Patterson won't be getting any of those runs earned after the error to lead off the inning. 1-1, runner goes as that's driven into deep left field. Going back on it is Cooper, and it's gone! Finn Stewart, a 2-run shot, and it's 5-4. First home run of the year for Finn Stewart, first home run of the season for a Bear here at David Story Field, and Finn Stewart gives the Bears a 5-4 lead. Well, an offense that has been struggling at David Story Field puts up 5 in the 5th. And they're not done yet. It's inside to Will Jeske. As Finn Stewart was struggling, gets a piece of one. As that's grounded over to Kirk at short. They're on to first, is in time, but 5 runs. 5 of them. 2 driven in by Poff, 1 by Sable, and the 2-run homer from Stewart puts the Bears on top 5-4 heading to the 6th.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Locals have fitness to keep in shape during the season. You can join them and work out at the club 24 hours a day.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Well, a crazy inning, to say the least. The Finn Stewart 2-run homer, 105 off the bat, 310 feet up into the party deck in left field. And we finally have a home run here at David Story Field. That'll bring up the king, Alex Buchanan, to pitch for the Black Bears in relief of Leach, who, well, after the 5-run inning, is now in line for the win. Crazy to say. Oh, Buchanan, last pitched in Walla Walla back on the 15th. The Black Bears score 5 in the bottom of the 5th. That's tied for their most amount of runs they've scored in an inning all season. 4-run comeback would be their largest so far this season. As let's see, error at short, fielder's choice, hit by pitch, 2 RBI triple from Poff, RBI single from Sable, and the 2-run homer from Stewart. That's how the 5 runs came in, and now Buchanan will step in looking to protect a 1-run lead. In the top of the 6th, he'll face off against the bottom 3 in the order, Garrett Cooper, Eric Valdivia, and Tyler Schulman, the two of the three lefties in the top three against the lefty in Buchanan. Well, Buchanan giving up 7 earned runs in 8 innings. Hasn't been pitching too great, but had a good outing against Walla Walla in his last appearance. Threw a perfect inning. Walked 3, but got out of it.
Leading off the top of the six for the Lefties, the left fielder, number 21, Garrett Cooper.
Well, we talked about this lefties pitching. 6.38 team ERA, which is 16th out of 17 teams in the league. And with how that was going in the last inning, Patterson gives up 5. So that one's inside for ball 1. All of those runs will be unearned for Patterson, which is kind of crazy after the error leading off the inning. 1-0 pitch misses a bit low for ball 2. Oh, Cooper has a ground out to third and a fly out to right field. Buchanan, Ottawa University's junior season this year. So that one hits the zone for strike 1. Ottawa, Kansas, not Ottawa, Arizona. They're 2 separate schools in 2 separate places. Chase Brushy went to Ottawa in Arizona. Buchanan, Ottawa, and Kansas as that one hits the zone, and now counts evened up at 2-2. Sun is shining out through the trees on this cloudy Tuesday. Two. Ripped over to first, and it'll land fair. All the way to the wall near the bullpen, heading to second is Cooper, and he's going to round second and head for third. Throw on to third is not in time, and a leadoff triple for Garrett Cooper. He stands 90 feet away from tying the game back up at 5. Bobble out there in right field by Poffenroth allows Cooper to get all 3 bases. We've seen 2 triples already today.
The first baseman, number 33, Eric Valdivia.
I'll bring up Eric Valdivia. Valdivia 0 for 2, fly out to right, ground out to short. First pitch misses a bit outside for ball 1. Well, Valdivia's nickname is Slaps. It's kind of cool. 1-0 pitch. Bit low, and it's 2-0. Played with the lefties last season. Port Angeles has a lot of returners. Didn't play for Chafee that season last year in 2024, but 2 for 10 against Cowlitz in 3 games to end the season last year. 2-0. Bit outside, 3-0. Buchanan pitched against Port Angeles last season. Both of these guys are returners for their squads. Only pitched a third of an inning, though. Didn't give up a run and struck out a guy, walked a guy. Last year against Port Angeles here in Cowlitz. 3-0. There's one that hits the zone, and it's 3-1. Well, Valdivia, redshirt sophomore, played all 3 seasons at Chafee, alongside a lot of his teammates and his head coach. 3-1. That's in the dirt. Nice scoop from Sable, but it's ball 4. And the first 2 have reached here in the top of the 6th. I'll bring up the lefty, Tyler Schulman. 3 straight lefties coming up here for Buchanan. Schulman in the top of the lineup in Porras and Markey. At first and third with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 35, Tyler Schulman.
Wind is really blowing from left to right field. It's crazy that Finn Stewart was able to bring it out of left field with the wind blowing to the right. First pitch from Buchanan, misses inside, and it's 1-0. Schulman was in the Valley League last season for the Culpeper Cavaliers. This is a summer ball. It's one that hits the outside half, and it's strike one. Schulman 0 for 2. And bottom three in the lineup were 0 for 6 before the Cooper triple and the Valdivia walk. Now the bottom of the lineup getting some offense. Here's the 1-1. Bit outside and low for ball 2. Cooper on third after the triple. Valdivia on first. Now representing the go-ahead run for the Lefties. As Dan Spencer will head out to the mound. Have a chat with his pitcher and the infield as well as Sable. Well, it's been a good game so far. Let's take a look at some of the other games going on in the West Coast League. Bend Elks are up on the Berries, top of the 6th. The Berries had their home opener yesterday at the Chemeketa Stadium. The Drifters are up on the Raptors 4-1, and the Pippins are down 1 to the Knights, 5-4. Sweets and Pickles are tied up at 3 at Borleski Stadium. Some close ones in the West Coast League so far tonight. This is a new set of series start. Well, after this series, Port Angeles is heading back home to take on the Kelowna Falcons. 2-1. Grounder foul over down the first base line. Down evens up at 2-2. Trying to get Schulman out for a first out and hopefully get a double play to get out of the jam. Buchanan got out of a jam in his last outing back on the 15th against Walla Walla. Fouls it off himself and it stays 2-2. Another guy warming up in the bullpen for the Bears. Cameron Fawcett is up in the bullpen warming. 2-2. Fouled back again. Got another piece of it, Schulman, and it stays 2-2. One for 4 with a double on Sunday against the Night Owls of Nanaimo. Far from home in Calabasas. 2-2. Ripped over to first off the glove of Meissner and into right field. Scoring is Cooper. And an RBI single for Tyler Schulman. It is tied up at 5 here in the top of the 6th. Now it's back to the top of the lineup in Porus. Well, before that, Dan Spencer will make the change. So Alex Buchanan faces the minimum, gives up a run, and is responsible for the 2 guys at first and second in Schulman and Valdivia. Well, when we come back, we'll see Cam Fawcett if they can keep the game tied at 5 here in the top of the 6th.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets. Hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
2-5. New pitcher is Cameron Fawcett. Saw him last week against Corvallis, didn't pitch against Springfield, but is now back in facing 2-on with nobody out, trying to get it out of the jam and keep the game tied up at 5. Pitched 2 innings against Corvallis back on the 19th, gave up 1 run on 2 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. A lot of 2s in his Black Bears debut. Oh, you might see this battery at USC, as both of these guys are committed to USC for their freshman years. Sable and Fawcett. Oh, Fawcett was number 49 after Harley Eshelman left for the season. Fawcett takes over with number 16. As they'll be facing off against the top of the lineup, 2 straight lefties in Porras and Markey. And then Taylor Kirk. That go-ahead run in Valdivia on second. And Schulman. Could be some insurance for the lefties on first. As the Bears scored 5 in the bottom of the 5th, but now another run has tied it back up. It'll be up to Danny Porras, who walked, came around to score back in the 1st. And has 2 groundouts since then. It'd be great for the defense here if he got a third. First pitch from Fawcett shows bunt, drops it down over to Fawcett. Throw on to first and not in time, as it's a bunt single for Porras. And he beats it out. Speedy Porras able to get the infield single, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out. Well, that'll bring up Tommy Markey, who's the last guy you want to see so far today with the bases loaded and nobody out. 3 singles already on the day. That is a 3-for-3 game. Finally scored for the first time in his last at-bat. As that one's high for ball 1. Go-ahead run now 90 feet away, and Valdivia at third. Markey trying to drive in. Go-ahead run for the lefties. Over to second, toss to short onto first, no throw, and a run will score. Fielder's choice for Markey as it drives in a run, and the lefties have taken the lead back, 6-5. Schulman moves over to third. Markey reaches for the 4th time, but not on a single, on a fielder's choice. Taylor Kirk 0 for 2 with a walk. Fly out to right and a strikeout, second strikeout of 3 for Leach in his start. Grounder over to short, throw on to first for out number 2, but another run will score. And it's 7-5. No 2 runs have scored now in this inning. Or 3 runs have scored now in this inning, and it's 7-5. Port Angeles back up with a 2-run lead. All 3 of those runs will be given to Buchanan. First pitch a bit outside for Fawcett to Dom Dominguez, the cleanup man. 8th run for the lefties on second. Well, it's been a bit of a high-scoring affair so far. Not too used to seeing that here at David Story Field. Here's the 1-0. Grounder over to second. Garitano will toss the first for out number 3, but 3 runs come in for the lefties, and they have taken the lead back. It is 7-5, heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payments. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal. With a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Bottom 6, the Lefties have a 7-5 lead. As there's a new pitcher for the Lefties. It'll be Josh Verkylen. Verkylen, another guy from CSU San Bernardino. They got a few of those guys on the Lefties. Originally from Glendora, California. Pitched 5.1 innings so far this season and has given up 9 earned runs. His last outing versus Wenatchee last week, 1 2/3, 4 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 0 strikeouts. So the Bears are hoping he gets another one of those outings here as they are looking to come back again, but down a little bit less, only down 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Played on August the 7th, 2024 against Cowlitz, pitched 3 innings, gave up a run on 3 hits. Earned the loss, though, against the Bears in their sweep to end last season. They'll be facing off against Braden Lundberg, new addition to the Bears. Walked in his first at-bat and rounded into a fielder's choice to end the 4th. Now up here in the 6th, and he gets hit with the first pitch he sees. Well, good start for the Bears as the leadoff man reaches. Lundberg's now reached twice on a walk and a hit by pitch. And still 0 for 1, and now it'll be Nicky Garitano. First pitch from Verkylen. This is a bit low for ball 1. Well, Verkylen had 27 innings, had a 7 ERA. Gave up 4 homers. Shows bunt, drops it down the first baseline. Verkylen will toss to first for out number 1. Sack bunt for Garitano, advances Lundberg to second, and that'll bring up Matt Priest. Well, Matt Priest is not having the best offensive game. 2 groundouts and did reach on an error. Ended up advancing to second. Has a man on second here with 1 out. Here's the first pitch from Verkylen, also showing bunt, but pops it into the Black Bears dugout. A lot of bunting for Dan Spencer's squad. We've seen it all season. Priest does have the speed to beat 1 out if he drops it down in the right spot. Swings and misses at a ball outside, and it's 0-2. Priest already 0 for 3 on the day. Now faces a pitcher's count 0-2 with a man on second in Lundberg. Here's the 0-2 from Verkylen. Fly ball into shallow center. Running after it is Markey, and he'll make the grab. No tag at second from Lundberg. That's the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Priest now 0 for 4 on the day, as that'll bring up Jack Meissner. Oh, Meissner 0 for 2. Hit by pitch in the first. Ended up reaching on a fielder's choice and scoring. on the triple from Poffenroth. And he'll take one on the lower half for strike one. Oliver Kylan's taking the same route as Valdivia. Chafee to CSU San Bernardino. Rounder down the first base line, but foul, and it's 0-2. Played for Chafee last season, 5.23 ERA in 31 innings, as well as his freshman year in 2023. Oh, 2. Another one fouled into the Bears dugout. Well, nobody warming in the bullpen. Could be Fawcett we see back out there for another inning. And face off against Dominguez first. So that one's in the dirt for ball one. His first outing, Verkylen, was versus the Kamloops North Paws. 1 2/3, another 4 earned. Good fight from Meissner, gets a piece of it and fouls it back, stays 1-2. Oh, Rowan's on deck. He's 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch as well. Lefties lead at 7-5. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Lefties, and 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Black Bears. Black Bears have had a lot of guys on. I've scored 5, and that was all in 1 inning back in the bottom of the 5th. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball as that's strike 3. Meissner goes down swinging. First strikeout of the day for Verkylen as he throws a scoreless. Inning in the 6th. We head to the top of the 7th. 7-5 Port Angeles.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Lefties Physical and Sports Therapies for providing quality physical rehabilitation services to clients throughout Southwest Washington. Proud Black Bears partner with exceptional.
You know what it takes to be successful when you're ready for a bank that looks at the world like you do. Bank outside the ordinary with Heritage Bank. Located here in Longview at 927 Commerce or online at heritagebanknw.com. That's heritagebanknw.com. Member FDIC.
Plus, they have daily deals to help you save. You can even complete your order using the app and skip the
Oh, it's been a good one through 6. Bears are down 2, 7-5 against the Lefties as Cam Fawcett back out there. It'll be a matchup against Dom Dominguez, Jeremy Giesick, and Levi Joyce, the top 3 in the top of the 7th. Well, Bears only down 2, and they've come back from down 4 already in this game, but are running out of time. Have 9 outs to work with as they try and keep the deficit at 2. All right, it's Giesig, Joyce, and Cooper, the top 3.
Lead off the top of the 7th for the Lefties, the designated hitter, number 16, Jeremy Giesick.
Well, Dom Dominguez grounded out to second to end the 6th, top of the 6th. Now it's Giesig, Joyce, and Cooper. Yeah, the first pitch from Fawcett swung on and missed for strike 1. Well, Giesig has reached twice, 2 fielder's choices, has a stolen bag and a strikeout so far today. As he grounds one to short, Lundberg will scoop it up, throw on to first for out number 1. Lundberg, some good defense over there at short. Some good routine grounders that he's been able to pick up in his Cowlitz debut. That'll bring up Levi Joyce.
The second baseman, number 9, Levi Joyce.
Joyce, 255 last year for Edmonds first team Etowah North region, and won a gold glove. First pitch to Joyce is going to hit the zone for strike one. And Joyce is listed as a utility man. Playing second base today. Let's see where he's at tomorrow if he starts. 0-1 right down the middle. Bit high maybe, and it's 0-2. Joyce from Sammamish, Washington. It's a very fun word to say, Sammamish. Went to Eastlake High School. And he swings and misses for strike three. First strikeout for Fawcett, as that's the second out here in the top of the seventh. Fawcett making quick work of the first two guys here in the seventh. And that'll bring up Garrett Cooper. Not to be confused with the Garrett Cooper who played in the MLB. Runs outside for ball one. Once at Central Kitsap High School. Kitsap's where the Port Angeles Lefties used to be. They're called the Blue Jackets. So that one swung on and missed for strike one. Blue Jackets moved to Port Angeles after the 2016 season. Became the Lefties. And we're in Kitsap since 2010. 1-1, bit outside, called ball two. Now the 2-1. Outside once more. Called ball three. Central Kitsap hit .379 his senior season. Opposite field chopper over to third. Bobbled by Rowan. Throw to first, though, is in time. For out number three, way to recover over there at third by Rowan as he gets the third out. 1-2-3 for Fawcett. And it's time to stretch here at David Story Field. 7-5, Port Angeles leads it.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Bottom seven, hopefully everyone is stretched and ready to go. I know I'm not. Josh Verkeilen's back out there for a second inning after a solid first. Hit Braden Lundberg with his first pitch. I was able to get the next three after that to keep the scoreless frame intact in the sixth. Now bottom seven, it'll be Rowan, Poffenroth, and Sable. Top three here in the bottom of the seventh with the Bears looking to score two to tie, three to take the lead. First pitch to Rowan. He's going to miss a little bit outside for ball one. Oh, Rowan 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. He skies one in foul ground. Veering over is Valdivia, but it will head out of play for strike one. Valdivia, Joyce, and Porras were all heading over there. Porras hasn't had a single ball hit to him so far in this one. Foul ball, bat goes flying over towards Carl Johnson, first base coach. And it's 1-2. Bat goes over to the Black Bears dugout. Luckily for him, it didn't break, as he's gonna rub some more pine tar on it, get some better grip, and hopefully he doesn't fling it over towards his teammates in the next one. Well, Rowan ready to go, back heading to the box, and we'll face the 1-2 here with nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Grounder over to first. It will be Valdivia. He'll flip over to Verkeilen at first, and that's the first out. A 1 out after Rowan's ground out to first, and that'll bring up Hoffenroth, who 2-hit game is driven into. Had a 2 RBI triple, the first triple of the season for the Bears. First pitch swinging past the dive of Schulman into left field, and a 3-hit game for Poffenroth. 2 singles and a triple for Gavin, and he's on first with 1 out. Takes the first pitch, a breaking ball, gets it past the dive of Schulman at third, and now he stands on first. That'll bring up Jarrett Sable. Sable singled in a run in his last at-bat, swings and misses at the breaking ball for strike 1. Ground out to third, fly out to third, and the single 0-1. Pops it up, foul ground. Running for it is Dominguez, but it will head out of play. Or the 0-2 now to Sable. Well, Finn Stewart on deck. He had a 2-run homer to give the Bears a 5-4 lead. A 3-run top of the 6th. And we're at a 7-5 score right now. Sable the tying run, though, at the plate. 0-2. Way inside pitch, and he fouls it into the Bears dugout for another 0-2. Runner on first in Poffenroth after his 3rd hit. Now the 0-2 again. In the turf, good take from Sable, and it's 1-2. He's been in a lot of those inside pitches. That one too low for his liking. One, 2. Fly ball into shallow right field. Going under it is Porras, and he'll make the grab for out number 2. And Porras finally gets a bit of defensive action out there in right, and that'll bring up Finn Stewart.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the left fielder, number 19, Finnegan Stewart.
Oh, Finn Stewart hit the first home run by a Bear at David Story Field in his last at-bat. 2-run shot to put them on top 5-4. And now he represents the tying run here with 2 outs. First pitch to Stewart, bit outside, and it's 1-0. Stewart has a ground out to short, walk in the home run, the 2-run shot over into the party deck in left field, fighting the wind. 1-0, misses a bit low, and it's 2-0. Well, Poff still on first after his single, his 1-out single. 2-0. Fly ball into shallow right field, heading into foul ground, running after is Porras and Joyce, and neither of them will grab it. As it lands into foul ground, some good efforts by Porras and Joyce. Well, just out of reach of both of them, as Finn Stewart will come back up for a 2-1. Ready to go after the foul ball that just made it out of the reach of Joyce, and now the 2-1. Misses low, and it's 3-1. Well, Finn Stewart one ball away from reaching for his third time today. And he'll bring up Will Jeske. 3-1. Into the gap in right center field. That's going to get down and all the way over to the wall. Rounding third is Poffenroth. Rounding second is Finn Stewart. Poff will score. Finn into third, and he's got a triple. RBI triple for Finn Stewart. He's having a career game tonight, and it's 7-6. Will Jeske now up. Chance to bring in the tying run. Finn Stewart on third. He's got a homer and a triple. 3 RBIs so far today. That one's outside for ball one. This is the Bears offense that we have been looking for all season. They still have more work to do, down 1. Breaking ball hits the zone, and Jeske sees it for strike 1. Finn Stewart, he got the two hardest parts of the cycle. 1-1 to Jeske. Gets a piece of it, fouls it back to the netting. Well, we haven't seen a triple by the Bears so far this season. We had 2 today. Crazy how baseball works, huh? 1-2. Low and away, and it's 2-2 to Jeske. Jeske, chance to tie the game up at 7. 2-2. Not able to do anything with that one as he sees it low and away, and the count runs full. 3-2. Lundberg on deck. Jeske has 2 walks already today. 3-2. There's ball 4, walk number 3 for Will, and he'll take his base. His third time reaching, 3 walks. And we're going to see a mound visit. Going to get guys warming up in the Lefties bullpen very quickly as Braden Lundberg now up with a chance to bring the tying run in 90 feet away, but 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. This has been a very crazy game so far, and we still have 2 innings left. On a battle of struggling pitching versus struggling offense. And it's 7-6.
Now batting for the Black Bears, on a shortstop, number 6, Braden Lundberg.
That'll be Braden Lundberg. Tying run on third. 2 outs though, runner on first in Jeske. First pitch to Lundberg. This is low, ball 1. Oliver Kylan has given up a earned run so far. Triple by Finn Stewart, he's on third. Here's the 1-0, Jeske runs, and it's fouled off, and will have to head back to first. A bit of a hit and run situation. Maybe Lundberg trying to sneak it through the big gap between first and second. Jeske not too far of a lead off of first, dancing a little bit off now in the turf, and it's 2-1. Well, anything that gets past Dominguez could be enough for Finn to score, so he's doing a good job at blocking. Not much has gone past him so far today. Throw back to first, not in time. Two on, 2 outs. Lundberg in his season debut. Looper into center field. Back on it is Markey, and he'll make the grab for out number 3. Oh, Lundberg gives it a good ride. 1 run comes in for the Bears as they are only down 1. It's 7-6 Port Angeles.
Join the Black Bears for a night to remember on Thursday, July 24th. Bring the kids out to the ballpark for the always popular Dash for Cash, presented by Heritage Bank. All kids 12 and under will get to go on the field to dash for their share of $1,000 in cash. Then, stick around after the game as the Black Bears light up the night sky with their first ever drone show, presented by Pacific Tech Construction and Western Fabrication. Tickets will go fast. Get yours today at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard. And don't forget, we're going to open up the field after the game.
7-6 here in the top of the 8th. As it's been a very close one between the Lefties and the Bears. Back out there for another inning is Cameron Fawcett. He pitched a 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. And allowed the Black Bears to cut the deficit to 1 after Finn Stewart's RBI triple. It'll be Valdivia, Schulman, and Porras against Fawcett. Top 3 in the top of the 8th. As Porras will flip the lineup over for the 5th time today. Well, first it'll be Valdivia. 0 for 2 as a walk, came in to score in that 3-run top of the 6th. Fly ball right at Poffenroth, and he'll make the grab. Good opposite field barrel from Valdivia, but in the wrong place. As Poffenroth barely had to move to make the grab, and it's 1 pitch, 1 out for Fawcett here in the top of the 8th. Tyler Schulman. This is 1 for 3, has a pop out to third, a nice jumping grab by Rowan all the way back in the 2nd. And a ground out to 2nd as well in the 4th. Takes ball 1. Singled in the 6th, they came around to score the 3rd of 3 runs. 1-0 outside, it's 2-0. Well, Fawcett doesn't have any earned runs. Both of those runs he drove in on the single from Porras in the fielder's choice. Went to Buchanan. That one's low. 3-0 to the 9-hitter Schulman. With the leadoff man Danny Porras on deck. 14 hits combined for both of these teams. 3-0 right down the middle. And it's 3-1. Schulman taking all the way is now it'll be a 3-1. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Lefties. 3-1, fly ball into left field. Ranging is Finn Stewart, and another good barrel hit right at an outfielder, and that's out number 2. Unlucky flyouts for the first 2 guys, Valdivia and Schulman, and now back to the top of the lineup as Fawcett has retired his last 7. Pitching very well in relief and keeping the Bears in this one. First pitch fouled way into the parking lot, and it's 0-1. Well, Porras walked, ground out to second, ground out to first, and hit a single in the 6th. 1 for 2. All right, 1 for 3 is he has to back up on that one. It's in the turf. Gets back to the boards, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Fawcett. Inside, backs him up a little bit again. This time a bit higher near the lettering, maybe over in the neck area. And it's 2-1. Now Fawcett kicks and deals the 2-1. That's grounded down the line in left field for a base hit. Porras rounds first, will not head to second after a good throw in left field by Finn Stewart. And he's got his second straight hit. He's got 2 hits, 2 for 4 on the day. And now man on first with 2 outs for Tommy Markey. Well, caught the 3rd out, that Lundberg hit, which avoided them tying the game up at 7. That one's outside, and Sable didn't like how far Porras was dancing off of first. Oh, Markey, first 3 at-bats, 3 singles. Ended up scoring on his 3rd and reached on a fielder's choice, driving in a run. 1-0. That one hits the inside half for strike 1. Markey's been a good part of this offense. 3 of the 9 hits. 33% of the hits have come from him. Now the 1-1. Good breaking ball, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Well, a single breaks up the 8 straight retired by Fawcett. Can still get out of it though. 1-2, 2 outs to Markey. Looks back to first. And we'll kick and deal a bit outside and high. Count evened up at 2. Well, next inning it'll be Garitano, and then the top of the lineup again in Priest and Meissner. See if Spencer, head coach, wants to make any pinch hitting changes. Breaking ball misses way high and outside, and the count runs full. 3-2, 2 outs, which means Danny Porras will get a head start at first. Porras running, payoff, swung on and missed. Dropped 3rd, so Sable will toss over to first. And that'll do it, out number 3. Second strikeout for Fawcett as he gets out with another scoreless. We head to the bottom of the 8th, 7-6, Port Angeles.
Join the Black Bears on Saturday, July 12th in a night to honor the brave men and women in our community with the special First Responders Jersey Auction presented by Steelscape. Fans will get to bid on these special edition game-worn jerseys, and the winning bidder will be invited onto the field for photos after the game. Each jersey will feature a patch representing one of the local law enforcement and fire agencies around Cowlitz County. 100% of the proceeds from the jersey auction will go toward Cowlitz County Habitat for Humanity. Get your tickets today at CowlitzBlackBears.com to be a part of this special event. June is full of family fun with the Black Bears at David Story Field. Enjoy $3 Tuesdays all month long with $3 admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, domestic canned beer, and bottled soda. On Wednesday, June 11th, it's Kelso School District Night, where students, teachers, and faculty members from Kelso get in free. Then on Thursday, June 19th, all youth baseball and softball players will get in for free when they show up in their team uniform. Join the fun and get your tickets now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Well, bottom 8 as the Black Bears are only down 1 and the top 3 in the lineup coming up. Cade Stewart, new pitcher for the Lefties from Fresno Pacific, played his redshirt junior season this year, is currently in the transfer portal. They're looking for a new home for next season. The Sunbirds of Fresno Pacific only pitched .2 innings. Back on March 16th versus Hawaii Pacific, pitched 2/3, gave up a hit, an earned run, a walk, a home run. No strikeouts. Oh, this season, 6.48 ERA and 8 1/3 in mostly the bullpen. Started a game, though, back on the first against Kamloops. As we will get a pinch hitter. Welcome to the Black Bears, Liam Barrett. Barrett will be pinch hitting for Nicky Garitano in the 9-hole. In a good spot here, his first at-bat as a Black Bear. From UC Santa Barbara, originally from Boca Raton, Florida, but grew up in Mountain View, went to Mountain View High School in the Bay Area.
Pitch hitting for the Black Bears. Making his Black Bear debut, number 8, Liam Barrett.
Well, Barrett first at bat as a Bear. Comes in a big spot, down 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. And the first pitch from Stewart. It's the zone for strike 1. Barrett just got here yesterday. Played in 23 games for the Gauchos this year. 0-1 popped up into shallow center. It's going to be the shortstop, Kirk, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Well, Barrett's down for out number 1, and now it'll be Matt Priest, top of the lineup, him and Meissner. Matt Priest, off to the best start so far offensively today. 2 ground outs, a fly out, it reached on an error. As that one's hit into right field, going on it is Porras, but he won't be able to make the grab as it drops in foul ground. Okay, Stewart's last outing was back on Friday against the Night Owls. 2 innings of scoreless ball, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strikeout. He's had off and on outings. His start versus Kamloops didn't give up a run, but in his next 2 versus Victoria and Wenatchee gave up 6 earned combined. Grounder over to third, it'll be Schulman. Throw on to first for out number 2. No 2 outs, and now it'll be Jack Meissner. 4 outs to go for this Black Bears squad. So far, 2-2 and 1-run games are the Bears. And as mentioned, mostly all season, 0-9 at home, which is a West Coast League record. So that one hits the zone on the outside half for strike 1. 0-10 when trailing after 8 innings. That one misses 1-1. Well, they're 1-1 when they hit a home run, and Finn Stewart's already got one so far. Grounder down the first baseline, foul. And it's 1-2. Okay, Stewart before Fresno Pacific was at Edmonds for 2 years. He was with the Lefties as well, but didn't play against Cowlitz either year. So this is his first start, or his first appearance against the Bears. Grounder over to short. It'll be Kirk. Throw on to first for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning 4. Cade Stewart. And we're done with 8. Heading to the top of the 9th. Lefties lead it 7-6.
Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna has been around for over 75 years, and they're a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice.
Your poor wallet. It gets misplaced, sat on, and abused by outrageous car payments. At Fiber Federal Credit Union, we think it's high time you reward your wallet by lowering your auto loan payments. For a limited time, refinance from another lender and get a great rate from Fiber Federal. With a 1% cashback bonus on your payoff amount, no payments for 60 days, and 0 fees, including title transfer. Refi your ride, reward your wallet at Fiber Federal. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union.
Oh, we got a couple additions for Lower Columbia College here at David Story Field. Stephen Hammergren is now pitching here in the top of the 9th, and Sam Davidson is going to take over for Nicky Garitano at second after Liam Barrett pinch hit for him to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Well, Hammergren was having a good season up until his outing against Corvallis. Threw an inning and 2/3, gave up 4 runs, 5 hits, earned the loss against the Knights. He was looking to come back from that outing and throw a scoreless frame here to keep the deficit at 1. First pitch is inside to Taylor Kirk. It'll be Kirk Dominguez and then Jeremy Giesick. 3-4-5 guys. Another one inside, and it's 2-0. Kirk 0 for 3 with a walk. There's a fly out, a strikeout, and a ground out to short. 2-0 in the dirt, and it's 3-0. No competitive pitches so far for Hammergren to start off his outing. From Longview, went to Mark Morris High School, just down the street. And that one hits him. Taylor Kirk gets hit with the fastball, and he'll take his base. So after the hit by pitch, Sable wants to have a chat with Hammergren about that at bat and see if they can put that one behind him, as Dom Dominguez will stand in. Has a RBI single in the 5th, but otherwise hit by a pitch, scored, and a pop out, a ground out to second.
The catcher, number 25, Dom Dominguez.
First pitch to Dominguez is down the middle for strike 1. There's some fighting in the zone for Steven Hammergren. Kirk on first. First time reaching since the first inning. Grounder over to second. Davidson bobbles, throw to first though, and gets the first out. Davidson couldn't get the ball out of the glove, so didn't get it to second in time. Throws it to first though, and that is out number 1 with Taylor Kirk moving to second. That was Jeremy Giesick, who has reached twice on Fielder's Choices, but is overall 0 for 4 on the day with a stolen base and a run scored. There's a man on second in Kirk, though. First pitch, breaking ball, just misses. 4-1. The sun's starting to set here in Longview. Very cloudy. You can still see some good colors out there over the left field wall behind all those trees. Here's the 1-0. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-1. Eater blows by Giesick. And now it's 1-1. Kirk still at second. 1 for 1 on stolen bases so far this season. Hasn't stolen third yet, though. Shows bunt, fouls it back to the screen, and it's 1-2. Oh, Giesick, like Garitano, has also played 18 of 19 games in the regular season. An all-star campaign with Port Angeles, getting a lot of the starts for the Lefties this season. Throw back is going to go into center field, but Kirk will not run towards third. Throw back to second was just out of the reach of Davidson, who wasn't really close to covering second. And it stays 1-2, and Kirk stays at second. Looking back to second, now tossing, runner goes. They're on to third, is not in time as Kirk will steal third. Second stolen base of the season, and his first time stealing third. Kirk now 90 feet away with 1 out. From another insurance run for the Lefties, 2-2. Foul back to the netting once more, and it stays 2-2. Giesick putting up a good fight trying to score that 8th run. 2-2. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball. First strikeout for Hammergren, and the second out, a big second out here in the top of the 9th. That'll bring up Levi Joyce. Well, Joyce had a really good start to the game. Walked in a run, singled in 2, but has struck out twice ever since. Currently 1 for 3 on the day with 3 ribbies. First pitch to Joyce. Right down the middle for strike 1. Well, Hammergren only 5'8", has some speed on the fastball though. Here's the 0-1. It's the outside half for strike 2. Hammergren one strike away from getting out of this. And keeping the 1-run deficit heading to the bottom of the 9th. We've seen the Bears in this spot before, having to mount a comeback in the 9th, and it's not worked any time here at home. Fouled back to the parking lot, off to the left, and it stays 0-2. Another 0-2, 2 outs, runner on third and Kirk. Got hit by a pitch, advanced to second, stole third. Now the 0-2. Another one fouled off. And Joyce is getting pieces of it. Not hitting it fair, but still in this at-bat, still 0-2. Hammergren trying to get a scoreless frame after his 4 earned in his last outing. 0-2. Strike 3 called on the breaking ball. Great comeback for Hammergren, able to strike out Giesick and Joyce. We head to the bottom of the 9th. 1 to tie, 2 to win for the Bears with 3 outs to go.
Get ready for another summer of family-friendly fun with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Rally your crew and head down to David Story Field for delicious food and drinks, affordable entertainment, and unforgettable memories. The Black Bears can host your group, business, friends, and youth sports team. Whether you're entertaining clients, treating your employees, or just looking for a fun night out with coworkers, David Story Field is the place to be. Create a summer of great memories with the Black Bears. Book your group outing today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Well, it all comes down to this. Bottom 9, 7-6. Port Angeles leads it. Cade Stewart is back out there looking to collect the save and give Port Angeles the Game 1 victory. It'll be the bulk of the order for the Black Bears. Rowan Poffenroth and Sable. Oh, looks like the Portland Pickles are going to lose their second game of the season. They've lost. If they lose this one, they will have 2 losses, and both of them will have come to the sweets. But besides that, bottom 9, here we go. Cade Stewart against Trenton Rowan. With the Black Bears down 1. Everybody in the Black Bears dugout on their feet right now or standing on the bench, trying to get a rally here and finally win it home. Blooper into left field, and that's down for a base hit. First pitch single for Trenton Rowan. Great start to the bottom of the 9th for the Bears.
All right, Black Bear fans, get those rally towels out, as it's time for right fielder number 9, Gavin Poffenroth.
Well, there's no better spot, no better person you want up in this spot rather than Poffenroth, who has 3 hits on the day already. Now with Rowan on first. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Tying run now at first with nobody out. Misses, and it's 1-1. Oh, Poffenroth already has a 4 for 5 game. He gets a hit here, he'd have another one. 1-1. Fouled up and away off to the right. And it's 1-2. One, two from Stewart. Outside, throw back to first, and Rowan is back diving. Called ball 2, counts evened up. Rowan gets back to first. It'd be catastrophic if he got out on the base paths there. And Poff now facing a 2-2 with Rowan on first. That one hits the outside half for strike 3, and Poffenroth goes down looking. First strikeout of the day for Cade Stewart, and that'll bring up Jarrett Sable. 1 out, bottom 9. Tying run still on first and Rowan, and Sable trying to be clutch like he did back in game 1 of the doubleheader on Sunday. He fouls one off, and it's 0-1. Rowan on first, 1 out, 0-1. It's the zone, strike 2. Down 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. Ripped into deep right field. Going back on it is Porras at the wall, and it's off the wall. Stopping at third is Rowan. It's a double for Jarrett Sable, and he's the winning run on second. Josh Hansen will pinch run as they will switch out Cade Stewart. With 1 out, the tying run is at third and Rowan. The winning run at second in Josh Hansen, and Finn Stewart already has 2 hits on the day. Is gonna step to the plate with a chance to win it in Longview. When we come back, it will be Finn Stewart, 2 on, 1 out.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Join the Cowlitz Black Bears for a summer full of fun with $3 Tuesdays and kids and free Sundays. Every Tuesday home game, general admission tickets, hot dogs, nachos, and domestic canned beer are all just $3. Plus, every Sunday, kids 12 and under get free admission when accompanied by an adult thanks to Peace Health and the Daily News. Don't miss out on affordable family fun every Tuesday and Sunday with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Get your tickets today at cowlitzblackbears.com.
John Vara, the new pitcher, in the bottom of the 9th. Rowan will be on third, and Josh Hansen, pinch running for Sable, will be on second. Finn Stewart has a chance to at least tie it here with 1 out. Anything to the outfield could score Rowan. And Vara, his last outing came on Saturday versus the Night Owls. 2 and a third, no runs, no hits. 5.4 ERA. He's already given up 2 earned runs. This is his 5th appearance so far. Another guy from Edmonds. Very menacing at the plate. He's 6'9". One of the tallest dudes in the league. He's intimidating on the rubber, but has a long road ahead of him with 2 on, both in scoring position. The winning run on second in Josh Hansen. And one out, as it'll be Finn Stewart looking to tie the game or win it for the Bears. And Stewart has a 2-run homer and an RBI triple. And they're going to intentionally walk him. So Finn Stewart gets intentionally walked by head coach Donald Bray. And now that'll bring up Will Jeske. Jeske in a huge spot, one out, bases loaded. 7-6, bottom 9. Rowan the tying run on third. First pitch from Vara. Chopper over to second. It'll get past everyone into center field. Here comes Hansen. He'll score. The Bears win it. Will Jeske, the hero. 8-7, the Bears win. Will Jeske gets the Bears the victory at home. And they take game one. They're all flying into the bullpen. A misplay between Joyce and Kurt gets it into center field. Rowan and Hansen both score. And Will Jeske, the hero. An 8-7 comeback victory. They were down 4 in the 5th. And after 19 games, the Black Bears finally have a win at home. And it comes in walk-off comeback fashion. Will Jeske wins it for the Bears. Well, a crazy first game of the series as a lot of offense on both sides. The Black Bears take an 8-7 victory, come back down 1 in the 9th, a 2 RBI single. Black Bears finish 8 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Lefties. Well, a crazy first game, but we will see you tomorrow for game 2 of this 3-game series. The Black Bears win it in walk-off fashion.